Welcome to Under the Hood Sports, and this is Johnny Hill, and get ready to go underneath the hood. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of Under the Hood Sports. I'm your host with the most, Johnny Hill. And of course, if you don't know me by the end of this interview, you will know me. And right now, I got a special guest, man, right now. This man done it all, man. He coaches at the University of Memphis. The man played in the CFL, the NFL, the man did everything. He coached in high school, everything, man. This man, and he's an all-around solid dude, man. Right now, I have Coach Sammy Joseph. Say something to the audience, Coach.
What's up, John? Appreciate you having me, man. Got a great show, my boy.
Hey, I appreciate you for coming on, Coach. I appreciate you. You and Coach Bankers are like the only two coaches who I had on the show, man, and I'm grateful to have you on, Coach.
Hold on.
What you said, Coach?
Bank was on the show before me?
Yes, he was. Bruh, Coach Bankers was messing with me, Coach, when I had audio. I didn't even have a video.
Day one.
Day one for real. Man, Coach, I know you played at well, for the audience who don't know, like, Coach, you played at LSU, man. So like, just talk about like being a part of that, man.
And that was special, man, especially like growing up in Louisiana, because I'm from New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
And I special too because I played with Coach Sabin and I played with Coach Miles too. So I got to play for like two who I feel is probably some Hall of Famer, head coaches when they get. So it was cool, man. It was a different type of vibe back in Louisiana. We wasn't like the nationally known LSU, so we was kind of like those hungry guys from Louisiana. So it was special, man. It was special for real.
For sure, man. For sure, Coach. Like you said, man, that is special. You did play for like two legendary coaches, without a doubt. Coach, also let's talk about like you also played in the NFL, man, and the CFL for the folks who don't know. What was the difference between playing in like the NFL and the CFL? What was the big difference that you took away from it?
I say the biggest difference, believe it or not, in the CFL is probably a harder team to make because in the CFL they only allow 22 Americans to be on the team.
Okay.
And so it fit, the CFL kind of fit my game more than the NFL because I was more of a special teams guy and I can kind of play nickel and dime in a lot of passing situations. So it kind of fit me better. But, of course, everybody want to be at the top, which is the NFL. Good enough, Johnny, you know what I'm saying? But it was a couple practice squad weeks in '07, back when I was with the Niners. And then I did another training camp with the Texans, then some arena football. And so I finished up in the CFL. I just wanted to play, bro.
Honey, I respect it, Coach. How was the arena football? How was that?
Best thing ever. That was the best thing ever. I mean, like when I signed my contract, I signed a contract with the Utah Blaze, and the league kind of folded. They had some financial issues. He's trying to start up, but it was a great league, man. It was almost like street football. What I'm saying? Almost the game was fast. They played in the springtime, and they had teams in a lot of the major cities, like New York had a team, New Orleans had a team, Vegas had a team. So it was good, man. Cats was making good money.
For sure, for sure. Man, Coach, well, now the audience know that you played at the highest level, man. Let's talk about coaching, man. Man, what's amazing about your story, Coach? You coach in the gutter, man. Now you coaching in Division I, man. So tell the audience about like that transition from like, because you was a high school coach, then you went to a higher establishment of coaching. Now you in Division I. Talk about that.
Honestly, starting at the high school level was one of the best things I can do because I think it really developed me as a coach. It really taught me not to skip over any angle to be a good coach. I mean, in high school, I was with the kids from 7:20 all the way to 2:45. And that just, you know what I'm saying? I'm the sub. I'm running them back to class. I got the lunch line. I got drop off. And then after 2:45, I got practice with them. So I'm with you from practice from 3 to 5 o'clock. And then they're gonna need a ride home. So guess who bringing them home? That's me. Really, I honestly I respect high school coaches so much because you coaching high school football and being around high school, you really know if you want to do it or not because you with them so much. And you know the kids and even the young ladies that you decide to coach or be around, they become like family. Be honest with you. So you know, before I got into college, I coached at John Eric, which is in my hometown of Revel, Louisiana. And then I went coach in Texas, in Austin, Texas. And so in 2018, I got my first college job at Nicholls State. Well, I was there for 3 years coaching running backs, and then now I'm here at Memphis, man. So you definitely getting it out the mud, man. But I wouldn't change it for the world, man. I change it for the world. Like John, I done drove buses, you know what I mean? Right, coach. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wouldn't change it for the world, man, because a lot of those kids that I did drop off or need to pick up, man, you know, some of those guys are in the NFL, believe it or not. Some of those guys, one guy's at USC. My boy Earl, he's playing at USC. I got another guy playing at Tulane. So, you know, they all scattered around. So I think when you doing it, when you coaching high school football, like you so into it, you never know what it can become because it's such a service job. You know what I'm saying? You really planting the seed and really helping out for the next generation. And man, honestly, when you look up 2, 3, 4 years from now, these guys are in the NFL or got families or doing well in their life. So me, I just was honest to be a part of their lives, you know what I'm saying? Because they, you know what I'm saying, they helped my grooming as a coach. So I was really honored to be a part of that, man. So like coaching high school football, I really admire those guys.
Yeah. And plus, like, you came from the gutter, coach. So like, yeah. Coach, also real quick, man, this is my last question as we are going down on Under the Hood Sports. Talk quick, like you talked about coaching, but you come from a great family of coaches. Talk about that, man. Talk about that real quick, coach.
You know, like pretty much my 2 oldest brothers, Mickey and Vance Joseph, they coach as well, and my cousin Terry Joseph. You know, so my oldest brother Mickey Joseph, he's not a receiver coach at Nebraska, but you know, long story short, his career got really tough when he was a receiver coach for LSU. So he coached Jamar Chase, DJ Chalk, Russell Gage. He really did a good job in developing. But he, believe it or not, he was also a high school coach. You know, you think I got it out the mud. This dude, Mickey, got it out the mud, man. He coached high school ball. He coached at a lot of HBCUs, Grambling, Elkhorn State. He's been all over for his coaching. So he's been in the game for a minute. And then my brother Vance, he really didn't coach any high school ball. You know, that kind of wasn't his thing. But he going on 20 years in NFL. You know, he the defense coordinator for the Cardinals right now, doing a great job over there. Then my cousin Terry, who also coached high school ball. Believe it or not, John, he was a baseball player.
Really?
Right? I mean, talking about AAA All-Star, got drafted by the Cubs coming out of college. You know, so when he was done with his baseball career, went back to high school and worked his way up. Now he's the defensive passing game coordinator for Texas. So we just out here grinding, man. You know, blessed, bro. Real blessed, man. Blessed for the opportunities and blessed to be coaching good players. You know.
Yeah. Thanks. Well, on that, coach, hey, I'm Johnny Hill and I'm here with Coach Sammy Joseph. We are out of here.